Beneath the city of lights, Paris. The city of lights, romance, history, a city known for its beauty, its art, and its culture, a place where dreams come alive and love blossoms in every corner. But beneath the surface, a dark heart beats. Hidden from the bustling streets above lies a world shrouded in mystery and death. Millions of skeletons lie in wait in the Paris Catacombs, a silent testament to the city's past, a macabre reminder of mortality, a labyrinth of tunnels stretching for miles. These corridors, once quarries, now serve as the eternal resting place for countless souls. The air is heavy, thick with the weight of death. Each step echoes with the memories of those long gone, a place of whispers, shadows, and forgotten souls. The walls seem to breathe, telling tales of sorrow and despair. The air is cold, damp, a chilling reminder of the underground's eternal embrace. The smell of decay lingers, a musty reminder of the countless souls entombed here. Each bone, a fragment of a story, a life once lived. A chill runs down your spine as you enter, a sense of dread. The weight of history presses down, making each breath feel heavy. You can almost feel the despair, the agony of those who perished. Their silent cries echo through the corridors, a haunting melody of the past. Their energy trapped within these walls. The catacombs stand as a somber reminder of the fragility of life and the inevitability of death. The group of friends stood at the entrance, a mix of excitement and nervousness on their faces. They had heard the stories, the legends, the catacombs, a place where the veil between the living and the dead was thin. Tonight they would tempt fate. Mark, the fearless one, laughed. Ready for the scare of a lifetime? He adjusted his headlamp, a mischievous glint in his eyes. The others exchanged nervous glances. They couldn't back out now. Not after all the boasts and dares. The deeper they ventured, the more oppressive the atmosphere became. The tunnels seemed to close in, the ceiling lowering with each step. The air grew thick, heavy, it was hard to breathe. The darkness was all-encompassing, broken only by the beams of their headlamps. A sense of unease settled upon the group. They could hear things, faint whispers, rustling sounds. Their laughter died down, replaced by a tense silence. Were they just imagining it? The power of suggestion? Whispers in the Dark, a title that evokes a sense of mystery and fear, setting the stage for what lies ahead. The darkness seemed to have a life of its own, shadows dancing at the edge of their vision. It was as if the shadows were playing a sinister game, teasing and taunting them. A cold spot sent shivers down their spines. The chill was unnatural, creeping into their bones and making their teeth chatter. The air grew colder, the stench of decay stronger. Then they heard it. A sound that was barely audible, yet unmistakable. A whisper, distinct this time, close to their ears. It was as if someone was standing right behind them, breathing down their neck. Turn back. Danger. The words were clear, yet seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. The voice, raspy and weak, sent chills down their spines. It was a voice that carried a warning, a plea, and a threat all at once. They whipped around, searching for the source. Their eyes darted through the darkness, trying to pierce the veil of shadows. But there was nothing but darkness and the endless rows of bones. The catacombs seemed to stretch on forever, a labyrinth of death and decay. A brush with the afterlife. They pressed on, their pace quickening, hearts pounding in their chests. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth and decay, each step echoing through the ancient passageways. The tunnels seemed to go on forever, a maze with no end. Every turn looked the same, every shadow seemed to move, playing tricks on their minds. Suddenly a figure appeared in front of them, a translucent silhouette against the darkness. It was as if the shadows themselves had come to life. It was a woman, dressed in rags, her face pale and gaunt. Her eyes seemed to pierce through the gloom, filled with a sorrow that transcended time. They froze, their blood turning to ice. Fear gripped them, rooting them to the spot, unable to move or even breathe. The woman raised a hand, pointing down a tunnel. Her movements were slow, deliberate, as if she was guiding them towards something. Then, just as quickly as she appeared, she vanished. Had they imagined it? The air felt colder, the darkness more oppressive. A trick of the light, or something more sinister? The question lingered in their minds as they continued their journey, the memory of the ghostly figure haunting their every step. Trapped? They hesitated, fear gripping their hearts. Should they turn back or follow the ghostly apparition's direction? They were lost, disoriented. The tunnels all looked the same. Panic set in. They were trapped, alone in the darkness with the dead. Or were they alone? The whispers started again, louder this time, surrounding them. They were being watched, hunted. Their lights flickered, threatened to plunge them into absolute darkness. They were running out of time.